Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you're having a lovely day. I am Kate in Fantasylands, and this is the Bookworm Challenge, where I have to read and do absolutely everything in Genshin Impact. And hi Mako, I hope you're having a lovely day. Oh my, I feel my voice so weird today. Oh my, okay, at least my microphone is working. Okay. First of all, Mako, thank you for the good luck. I will definitely need it today, although not for Genshin. And also, you put a 5-star at 45 PT, that's awesome. Oh, lost 50-50 on Arlecchino again. Oh, but got to death. Well, congrats on Odette then. I hope you get Arlecchino as well.
Not to...
I... oh my voice is really bad. Sorry, wait a second. Okay, I think it's better. I was here because I was grinding for different characters, but yeah. Also, I've heard that Arlecchino is probably going to be very strong soon for some reason. I haven't researched it properly because I don't want to get spoilers for other things while I do it. But if you get her, it will probably be awesome. Okay, so last time I continued with the Archon quest again. Yeah, I'm fine. Something just went wrong with my throat just when I was starting with the stream. I was completely fine before. I don't know. I don't even if you can hear it in my voice. It's just a very weird feeling. Anyway, last time, Archon quest. So many things happened. I should have known that Vodyanica is part of the Rokot because in that first trailer that we saw for Snezhnaya, she was talking with Alosha. And Alosha was obviously from the Rokot, like from the beginning you can hear it in his voice. So, now that they met with Mitya, and Mitya realized what was going on, the plot really thickens. So, I can't wait to see what happens next, and I've been waiting all weekend.
I can't.
Oh my, this weekend, not only I couldn't play the Archon quest because I couldn't spoil myself before the stream, but also I had to play Genshin to just gather a lot of materials for different characters on different accounts. It has been very tough.
He who wishes
to contain my excitement. So, let's go. I think I've read this. So, I hope you're ready because I am. Oh yeah, we were supposed to return to our room and, check on Paimon and everything. So many things are happening.
You're back! Here pretty early today.
How are you feeling?
Paimon was just gonna mention that. After she woke up today, Paimon felt like her temperature was completely back to normal. But her strength still hasn't returned.
Her temperature is back to normal. Okay, so I don't know. Paimon seemed completely fine in the world quests that I was thrown into last time. And maybe she'll be fine, but I feel like she's still lying to us in some way. I'm really interested to understand why she's feeling weak to begin with. I don't think it's just the cold. 7.1 anniversary leak, oh no. They're giving free 5-star old characters? Of course not Arlecchino. Arlecchino is both lore-wise, and in terms of strength, she's not bad at all. I mean, she's practically almost at the level of a god with that moon marrow that she got and everything, so yeah. That would be very interesting to get a free 5-star old character. But shouldn't it be just the standard ones like usual for the anniversary? We'll see, we'll see.
Still, there's some good news. Paimon thinks she might have figured out the source of the problem.
Oh,
It's like there's some kind of mysterious power affecting Paimon. Paimon's never felt this way before during any of her travels.
okay, I expected this. I expected that there will be something mysterious that is affecting Paimon. That's not news. Oh my, I really thought she would actually know the reason. It's still very interesting that she realizes this and that she tells us this. But it's not surprising in the least.
She only started feeling this way since we arrived in Snezhnaya.
Some kind of mysterious power, you say?
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source.
It could be that energy source. They were trying to gather energy from stellar linchpins, which is very suspicious to begin with. But why would that specifically affect Paimon?
Could that have something to do with this?
What is it? You're making that face again. You know, the one you get whenever you have a light bulb moment?
Let me tell you what I found out today.
So, they're trying to develop a new energy source here? And you think that might be why Paimon's feeling unwell?
This part is so good. I can't wait to see it, Meho. Okay, yes, I do think it could be connected, Paimon.
Well, Midget denied that the energy they're researching has any side effects. Although, he did say that people working on the project have been having issues with their concentration and short-term memory.
Interesting. Oh my, hi Daniel, I hope you're having a lovely day. Best part 2, our conquest. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. Okay. Every single time they mentioned memory, I've always become suspicious. The simple fact that it affects memory in Teyvat is already huge, considering its connection to Irminsul/Aru. And now the people who work with this energy source are losing their memory? Very intriguing.
And even so, those are completely different symptoms from Paimon's.
This power you mentioned, can you sense where it's coming from?
It's pretty faint, so it's kind of hard to tell. But, if anything, it seems like it's coming from roughly the same direction as the Armory Palace.
All the more reason to find out the purpose of their research.
Sure, Paimon's with you there. But how, though? The robot only has a limited amount of intel.
Oh my, we're going there as well? There is still one avenue we haven't explored. The Snezhnograd Betcha.
Oh, great point! They argue about Project Stuja every day. If we could sit in on one of their sessions, we might pick up some new leads.
Okay, I need to write a letter to Alosha.
Good idea! Oh yeah, while you were out, Paimon tried all the yummiest looking desserts in the Potpourri restaurant.
Oh my, Paimon doing the important work here. Oh, it would actually be very interesting for me to see all the food here. Like, Russian food and Bulgarian food are not exactly the same, and believe me, there are far more differences probably with food than with language. But I would still be very, very interested to find something that, you know, is similar to my food. I really miss my food.
This one seemed right up your alley. So, Paimon saved some for you. Come try it once you finish writing your letter.
Aren't these just American pancakes? This is not what we eat in Bulgaria. I mean, nothing bad about them, but it was not what I wanted to see. But thank you, Paimon. At least it's a huge stack. Oh, and then she returns to sleep. I don't think that Paimon is out of the woods. Okay, let's wait for 2 days. There's so many things happening at the same time. With the Veche, with the Rockot, with the Fatui. Who knows what the Tsaritsa is doing
Alosha
as well.
replied, he says that we won't be able to speak at the Vecha, but he can arrange for us to attend as visitors. Time to get ready. Then head to the Snezhnograd Vecha.
I'm actually interested why they didn't speak directly with Child. Since he speaks there.
You're back! Paimon's been working on the crossword puzzle in the newspaper. It's actually pretty fun. Oh, shoot! Paimon forgot the next word. Oh, she had it a moment ago. Think, Paimon, think.
Okay. Paimon is concentrated on anything but our grand plan. Okay, let's go. Oh my, I'm going to talk with this guy so much later. And collect all the recipes. Oh my, there's so many things to do this patch. Okay, where do we go? Oh, by the way, I don't know if you have seen this, but Celino is right here. And I noticed her during my collection of all kinds of materials on the main account, and I couldn't talk with her because, well, I wasn't on stream, and now I can't talk with her either, so I'll have to wait. Oh, Budyanitsa.
Ah, Miss Vodyanitsa, prima donna of the Korolievsky troupe. What a surprise meeting you here. Will you be sitting in on a session of the Vecha?
Sorry, I'm not taking interviews today. Oh good, you're here. The session's about to begin. Let's get inside.
Please wait, Miss Vodyanitsa. Could you introduce me to your new friend?
Oh, Miss Mironova doesn't understand that Budyanitsa doesn't want to talk with her. Okay, let's go. Shortly after you take your seat, the meeting of the Snezhnograd Veche officially begins. Discussions on whether to extend Project Stuja are saved until the end. As the rooster Pulcinella shares various energy-related statistics, the dull and lifeless room suddenly becomes very animated.
In summary, the energy management commitments made for the outgoing period have been delivered upon. Furthermore, both the production and consumption of Kresnik Crystal show clear signs of stabilizing.
Oh my, this is the weirdest way to introduce a Harbinger. Every other one has been introduced with, so much menace and, at such an important point in the story where everything is going down. And Pulcinella is just like, yep, things are stabilizing. Pulcinella, the rooster, the 5th of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
The relevant agencies have assessed the present circumstances and determined that the status quo can be sustained until the next period. For detailed statistics, I would refer you to the industry reports that have been distributed to all persons present.
Can you make a video about unlocking all constellations of Cryo Traveler and building process? I can try, but I've never done a building video and I have no idea where to start with. I watched a lot, but I have no idea how to start with it, to be honest. Oh, think about it, Meho. I'm actually planning some other videos, so I don't know how it will work out. But I'll at least think about it.
It should also be noted that while the recent blizzards have led to a significant increase in people's energy expenses, this is strictly a short-term phenomenon associated with a remotely located monster.
Okay, he's talking about a monster that the Tsaritsa went against.
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa is giving her full attention to this matter. We should have every confidence that it will be dealt with swiftly and conclusively.
Oh my, I can see them! Sandrone and Child and Pantalone? Who is supposed to be here?
A financial report on disaster relief is also present in this report, courtesy of Pantalone.
Why does it keep getting noisier here?
They cover the same old ground every single time. The rooster never seems to mind, but everyone else is getting tired of it. There's a general lack of trust. People aren't seeing any tangible benefits that affect them directly. Of course, none of that will be reflected in any of the reports on the table.
Yeah, if it weren't for these hard copy documents, I could have at least made something up.
I've been meaning to ask, why are you still here? And why are you acting so chummy? That was the woman in front of the Vecha. Wait, Dottore was supposed to be sitting there? Really? I would have never expected him to sit on any of these meetings, to be honest, not even once. Why would he care? He just wants to do his experiments.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just out here trying to hit my interview quotas. Bring out the kvass. Ever read it? Best-selling newspaper in town.
Mironova is very suspicious.
If I remember correctly, you guys don't even have a sales permit. You have to sell from stalls on the street.
Okay then, best-selling street stall newspaper in town. Still counts.
Oh my, can you imagine Charlotte meeting with this person? Like she's even drinking on the job.
Order! We will now open the floor to the representatives. If there are no further substantive issues to discuss, we will then proceed to a vote on this motion.
Snezhnaya has a long tradition of treating members of the Fatui armed forces and their dependents favorably.
Is this going to be the vote we saw on the trailer? Because things were not going well in that trailer.
But recent surveys shows that Fatui families in remote areas have access to 15% less crystal than the average civilian family in Snezhnograd. It's been said many times before, but it bears repeating now. There needs to be a clear and consistent rationale behind how crystal is allocated, or we will soon face immense public backlash.
Perhaps you wouldn't need to keep repeating yourself if you would hear me out for once. I say again, true consistency exists only in principle. In the real world, fairness is relative.
Oh my. Yeah, fairness is relative is exactly what a huge villain would say. In any world, fantasy or real. Reminds you of Varka? You mean Mironova? No. Varka is extremely serious. Like, even when they did all those big parties for the Favonius Nights in Notcry, he was sitting outside of the circle completely sober, looking out after everyone. He knows what duty is.
You appear to treat resource allocation as a simple function of production and population. So what about when the equipment used in production breaks down? Have you factored that into your equation?
I really don't like Pantalone.
And do you even know how long it's been since Snezhnaya last conducted a census?
If I knew the answers to questions like that, I'm sure I'd be a very wealthy man. And I doubt I'd be going by child. I'd like to bring the focus back to the specific issue I raised. Or do you wish to deny that favorable treatment for Fatui dependents is our long-standing policy?
It's easy to be a critic when there's no accountability. That seems to be a running theme in the anti-Project Stuja cohort.
Interesting. When we talked with Child and Sandrone, they specifically said that they have not opposed directly Project Stuja, and that as Fatui harbingers, like they shouldn't do such a thing and they can't do such a thing. And yet here, Pantalone is directly saying to everyone that they're anti-Project Stuja, trying to throw them under the bus for some reason.
Defeat the ringleader and all other problems will magically resolve themselves. That's what they seem to think. But in case you aren't aware, not one jot in my report would change whether Project Stuja continues or not.
So, what does he want then?
So you have no intention whatsoever of finding a solution to this problem?
On the contrary, I'm the only one here who ever brings solutions.
And I really hope that they make Pantalone into a great villain, because I want to defeat him.
Child opened by speaking up for the armed forces. Regrator struck back with style and a war of words ensued.
I don't know what Mironova is doing.
Our reporter was live on the scene to get the audience's reaction as it all unfolded. Who do you support?
I think Child raised some issues that need addressing. I think Regrator's rebuttal makes sense. No, I'm on Child's side.
The people have spoken! Child received raucous applause from the crowd as he pushed Regrator onto his back foot with a relentless barrage of questions. It had to be seen to be believed.
She's making up everything. Also, I'm just one person. I'm not people.
Now you see why they don't have a sales permit.
I can see that.
However this reporter wants to spin things, I haven't forgotten that Tartaglia was representing the Northland Bank when we first met in Liyue.
Yeah. So why is Pantalone so much against him right now?
So, surely their relationship can't always have been this strained.
You two are getting off topic. Let's focus on what the data is saying.
Mr. Pantalone, may I speak on your behalf?
Oh, please do. I'm more than happy to save my breath.
Crystal distribution policy undergoes modifications with each new period. The ultimate goal being to find the most reasonable method of allocation, which I believe is what Mr. Tartaglia also seeks. But I fear many may have been misled on this topic by extremist activists. To clarify, Project Stuja is not the root cause of the problem. It is merely a framework for resource distribution.
What? I thought that Project Stuja was that whole project of, using energy, collecting energy, searching for new energy sources to do something else that we don't know yet what it is. Not the framework for resource distribution, that's completely different.
The most recent reports all point to Snezhnaya's resilience and adaptability during this period of fine-tuning, and give clear indications that a distribution framework is improving with each iteration.
Oh the moment you hear someone talking about resilience and adaptability, you know that they just want people to suffer as much as possible so long as they survive. I mean, this guy is perfect to work under Pantalone.
To make drastic adjustments without first considering the risks would likely do more harm than good. It would be a waste of the hard-won experience we've gained to date.
Renowned scholar of finance, Arapov spoke up to clarify the fiscal logic, clearly alluding to social organizations like the Rokot in his words.
Yeah, somebody needed to do that to Mironova.
With the notorious Lelek still active to this day, should the Rokot be held responsible? No, there is someone else to blame.
What? What is she talking about? Where did you get Rokot from? And who is this Lelek? We know where she got the Rokot. They were talking about extremists, okay? But who is Lelek?
She's just rephrasing what Mr. Pantalone said. The Rokot are the critics he accuses of taking no responsibility for their actions. As for Lilik, you won't have heard of him yet. He's currently the most famous member of the Rokot. Well, more like infamous.
Interesting. I thought that all the members of the Rokot were basically undercover, and they don't even know each other. Like, they explained that the whole reason Alosha and Vodyanica knew each other was because the dog recognized her. Interesting.
Ending Project Stuja has become an obsession for him. Unlike the more decent ones among us, he believes that votes in the Vetcha are all that matter. So whether it's threats, coercion, or bribery, he'll use whatever means necessary to get people to change their vote.
Wow. There is more to the Rokot than I thought. I knew that we shouldn't have signed our names so easily to that piece of paper. Oh my.
And since we're already on the subject, what do you think of Lelek's methods? Are you for or against?
I can sympathize with him. Hard to say, I suspect there is more to his story. He seems a little extreme. Honestly, at this point in time, the only thing I've heard is that... Oh my, okay, Mehu. Thank you for joining, can see you another time. Bye. About Lelek. Up until now, the only thing I've heard about him is literally this. That he's buying votes and even using coercion. It does seem a little extreme from this, but there is probably more to his story. But I would trust Vodyanica. I think he seems a little extreme.
Despite a handful of detractors among the audience, the people overwhelmingly support Lelek. We stand with Lelek!
Wait, what's up with Mironova? I thought she was just a funny reporter character. The last time when I answered, oh yeah, you know, I'm with child, she was like saying basically the same thing but just exaggerating what I had said. And I thought that she would just do this to make her puffed up report. But now she does not seem like this at all. I was critical of Lelek. Who are you?
At least someone here wants to take this discussion seriously. I've been considering that issue myself. What you really need is more precise regional data, right? I think it would be easiest to let the Fatui handle it, since they're already in charge of Crystal shipments anyway. We may as well get them to collect some data while they're at it. Whatever you need, you can ask the Fatui to look into it for you. In terms of supervision, I think the Druzhna would be a good fit. I had hoped to discuss this with Miss Vesna, but sadly, she's not present.
I will be happy to take a note of your suggestions and present them to Commander Vesna for a decision upon her return. The Commander has always taken a keen interest in Project Stuja. However, given the Druzhna's demanding workload, I'm afraid it may prove difficult for them to provide any practical support.
Yeah, but the child just wants them to, you know, oversee that there are no mistakes, basically. Right?
Let us refrain from jumping to conclusions until a concrete and actionable plan is in place.
My apologies, Lord Rooster.
There are numerous issues to address here, including manpower, time sensitivity, and reporting lines. Nevertheless, I support drafting a proposal. Follow the usual procedure, and it can be raised as a new motion for all parties to evaluate at the appropriate time.
In that case, I'd like to share one thought before the proposal is drafted. The issue of time sensitivity was raised just now, which I presume relates to the official reports. In fact, the Energy Commission already collects regular statistics on each urban center and its surrounding area. Would these be of any use?
So they do have the data.
That's a good idea. I read every issue of Sviet-Lolaidovka's report, and although my focus is mostly on the section about equipment operation, the energy consumption statistics also yield a lot of insights.
Be that as it may, does no one see an issue with using local data to determine crystal quotas? In the long term, it seems like a very risky solution.
Why? What is their problem with local data? So basically they want to get the data from the Fatui to make sure that it's the correct data or something? They don't want the locals to overinflate the data or something like this?
Not if they are used purely for reference. So long as we have the report from the Northland Bank's headquarters to corroborate it, no one will be able to fool me.
Very well then. It appears that this arrangement is acceptable to all parties.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The members reached a provisional consensus on the issue of improving treatment for Fatui soldiers.
I don't trust Mironova one bit. Why is she pretending to be a bad reporter? And yet she has attached herself to Vodyanitsa and now to the Traveler, and is doing all these exaggerated explanations of what is happening, or what we've said. You notice the reporter jot down a few words before suddenly crossing everything out and starting a fresh paragraph.
Today, the prima donna of the Korailievsky troupe attended a session of the Snezhnograd Vecha in the company of a most charming young lady. The question on all our minds is, what is the true nature of their relationship?
She can pretend to be just after a silly scoop, but at this point I don't trust her.
Write anything like that again, and I'm revoking your permission to interview the troupe. Got it?
The remaining discussion covers everything from energy to healthcare, technology and industry. All parties take the opportunity to express their stance on Project Stuja. I thought there would be so much more going on here. The trailer made it seem that like things were going to go down. Child and everyone would stand against the project and there would be a whole upheaval. You ignore Mironova as she carries on writing her sensationalist report. But after a while, you start to feel that reading the news from her might actually be more interesting than being here in person.
Now then, if there are no further contributions from those present, we shall proceed to the final vote.
Let's go.
Hey, check it out!
Is that Chugunov? Oh, that was the guy at the Korolevsky Theater, wasn't it?
What made him vote against? Why now?
The votes have been tallied. Those in favor of continuing Project Stuja total 61%, securing a clear majority.
Interesting.
That was too close. The margin has shrunk yet again. Chuganov was a huge loss.
Child still wants the project to continue? Things are getting politically difficult. In fantasy terms, not real politics. Pantalone was saying, basically accusing Child of being anti-Stuja. And yet now, Child once again shows that he's actually worried about losing people who are voting for Project Stuja. Very intriguing. And Chugunov was that guy that was actually probably gaining too much from the projects that he was doing. And he was looking only after himself. Why would he care about Project Stuja and people's ability to warm themselves?
I'll bet Lelek is behind this. I wonder how Pulcinella will respond this time.
Chuganov. I see. Lelek strikes again.
So everyone has heard of this guy.
Yes, go, Lelek. Once Project Stuja is defeated, our unwavering support at Bring Out the Kvass will finally pay off when we make our comeback. I can taste our victory already.
I knew that she was suspicious.
In accordance with the result of this vote, Project Stuja will remain in effect until the next Vecha period. Finally, may I remind us all, we debate only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm. The session is concluded.
A lot of interesting things, but I thought that so much more would go down. Wait, are these normal conversations or... Okay, I think these are just normal conversations, not part of the Archon quest. And everyone has already left, right? Very, very intriguing. Okay, let's go talk with Vodyanica.
I have to say, I really wasn't expecting Chukunov to vote against Project Stuja.
Why? What's so strange about that?
Well, in principle, Snezhnaya's business and political elites ought to be the ones least likely to oppose it. As we heard, Project Stuja is basically just a resource distribution framework that requires everyone to cut back during the winter. But even if the policy got cancelled, the Tsaritsa's energy needs wouldn't suddenly go down. The extra demand from the public would have to be filled from somewhere. So logically, the factories would have to take the hit.
This explains a lot.
I got a letter from Mr. Mitya just before today's session. He said he's confirmed that there are issues around overtime and excessive energy consumption at the Iskra manufacturing plant. In a situation like this, once the Rooster receives the report, he'll order the factory to halt production and submit to an investigation before issuing a penalty. But that's a week-long process, and thus didn't make it onto the Vecha agenda this time. I don't think he suspects anything so far.
Got it. So, for him, it's a choice between reducing production and stopping entirely.
Exactly. And as you know, he's a very selfish person.
Yeah.
I was originally gonna try and flip him after he received notice of the official sanctions. My plan was to convince him that the whole thing was completely unfair.
So Vodyanica was intending to change his vote in, not a righteous way, but a more delicate way. But then Lelek did something to force him to do it earlier?
Rather than just sit back and take the hit while his factory stopped production, he'd be better off voting to end Project Stuja. At least that way, no one else would be able to make any money either, because all the factories would suddenly have more limited energy to work with. But now, he's already voted against it, which means someone must have used more forceful means to change his vote.
You mean...
Just like with everyone else who flipped.
Sorry. You mean Lelek?
Yeah. No one knows why Lelek is so obsessed with ending Project Stuja, but by the looks of it, he's inching closer and closer to success.
And why is that a problem for Vodyanica? She wants the same thing.
Lelek must have strong motivations, given how he'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. Maybe he knows the full truth of Project Stuja. Maybe my next step should be to focus on him.
Oh, right. What are your plans for the rest of the day? Shall we head out?
Hey, comrade. I noticed you were here during the debate.
Oh my, we get to talk with Child and Sandrone?
I didn't take you for a political enthusiast.
I'm not.
Greetings, Harbingers. I just happened to have some free time today, and my new friend here thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha.
Sure.
Odette must have introduced you. Looks like you two are getting along pretty well.
I'll leave you to catch up. I should head back to the troop.
Sure. Break a leg and all that.
I bet Mitya knew about Vodyanica and about Alosha and the Traveler, listening to their conversation. Which means that I bet that Sandrone knows as well. I don't know about Child, but Sandrone, sure.
Thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha, did you? Things are never that simple with you, Traveler. There's no way you're here for kicks and giggles. Tell me I'm wrong.
Never. Well, only once. I learned an interesting tidbit today. Some guy called Lelek.
Oh, yeah. To some, he's a captivating enigma. To others, he's the bane of their existence. No one ever thought that some anonymous nobody from the Rokot could cause such a stir.
I want to find out his true identity. Is it okay if I start digging around?
Huh? You want to look into Lelek? Then I'm sure his days of anonymity are numbered. What do you think, Sandrone?
Fine by me, I guess. If the Traveler actually manages to expose Lelek, it'll be doing Pulcinella a favor.
I'm not sure I want to do him a favor, but I'm not sure I am. Pulcinella is still extremely suspicious in his way of doing things with Project Stuja. I wouldn't be surprised if he had something to do with Lelek, to be honest.
In return, it seems fair to let her in on what we've learned so far.
My thoughts exactly. Sharing is caring after all. Head back to Glupov and grab the files on Lelek. It's easier to just pull the records than go through the rigmarole of getting the Traveler a visitor's permit.
As you command, Child, sir.
In that case, since we're going to be waiting anyway, I'll have someone brew a pot of black tea.
One common thread among the many incidents Lelek has been involved in is that the victims are all too scared to share any real information about him. Clearly, he must have threatened them in some way.
That's exactly why I said he seemed a bit extreme, and I'm really happy that I said this. Because that was the thing that tipped me off for sure that Mironova was very, very suspicious.
His modus operandi is to silently infiltrate the scene and leave a threatening letter behind. But neither the letters nor the crime scenes ever yield any clues to his identity. So all these files have to offer are short statements by the people affected. They don't give us a lot to go on.
If nothing else, it shows we're dealing with a trained professional who's versed in counter-surveillance.
Interesting.
Yes, and to that point, he often strikes in highly secure locations. The victims are high-ranking and influential people who take their personal security very seriously. Somehow, Lelek slips right into their rooms without making a sound. There's never any eyewitnesses, nor the slightest trace of a break-in. If he can get in and out undetected, it means he can strike without warning. Not that that's ever happened so far, but the thought is enough to scare these people sleepless.
Very interesting. I'm trying to think of anyone we know that could do potentially these things, but I am drawing a complete blank, if I'm honest.
It's hard to believe that a human being could pull this off flawlessly every time. So they switched the focus of the investigation to Faye. Unfortunately, no one's found anything yet.
Yeah, that was what I thought, that it could be a Fae because they have specific, powers that you can't even do with visions sometimes. Like, what Flynn's can do, for example. So, That's what I would also think in that situation. But why would a Fae care? As far as I understood, it is mostly people that humans get affected by Project Stuja rather than Fae. Are you saying even you couldn't pull it off, child, though?
Careful. Don't underestimate me. Although, truth be told, I'd probably find it hard not to blow my cover. Direct confrontation is more my style.
We know.
We haven't ruled out the possibility of Lelik being human. It's just, there can only be a handful of people in all of Teyvat who'd fit the profile. Faye, on the other hand, plenty would have the ability, but few would have the motive.
So, it's someone as strong as Tartaglia, and even more meticulous. Is he strong? He just leaves threatening letters. That might be connected to him knowing a lot of things about people. But strong in particular?
No, not as strong as me. You'll never find the culprit with criteria like that. Let's go with a little weaker than me.
Novilette? Kirk? Oh my, how can... I think he chose the wrong person to, to show that he's the strongest, especially considering that the Traveler actually beat him. Oh, I don't know which one would be worse. I'm choosing Novilette only for one reason, that he's one of my favorite characters, so I want to know how Child will react to this.
Oh, you hit me right where it hurts. I'll admit, he's strong and meticulous. But can we at least limit this to candidates who have something to do with Snezhnaya?
Yes, we can. Oh my, I really want to hear what he says about Skirk as well.
She's just trying to find a reference point. Stop getting fixated on who's stronger than who.
But that's the most important thing. In my opinion, anyway.
Alright. Let's take it down a notch or two. How about Odette as a reference point? She's someone we all know, and I've seen her in action.
Odette? Yeah, that seems about right. Her skills are solid, and she's always calm under pressure.
Isn't Odette actually someone who could basically do all these things? Oh, by the way, hi Sylvie, I hope you're having a lovely day. Different scene depending on who you pick? Interesting. Oh, is that about Novilette and Skirk? I'm happy I heard about Novilette. Odette is a Fatui, but we know that she had a falling out with Signora before Signora left. She's extremely skilled, both on the dance floor and on missions. I am starting to get suspicious of her. What? Vodyanitsa doesn't think that Odette would be on their side, but what if Odette is actually also part of the Rockot? Or am I just looking at it too much? I'm doing fine, thank you, Sylvie. It's getting very interesting.
Except she's Fatui, so the likelihood of her working against us is pretty low. But yeah, much more accurate than your previous example, at least.
No, wait a moment. Maybe we should interrogate that assumption.
Wait. Sandrone also thinks it might be possible? I was just having a wait a second moment. I did not think about it too much. Spoilers? Yes, Sylvie, please no spoilers, thank you. Okay, let's see.
What do you mean? Which assumption?
Her Fatui identity doesn't necessarily exonerate her. And when you think about it, the Rokot would be precisely what she needs to conceal her identity.
And she was also trying a lot to help everyone. And she used the Fatui's money to do it as well. She went to Svetlodovka with a... Well, she sent the money to Svetlodovka after what happened.
Plus, she wouldn't need to be such a pro at covering her tracks. She'd already know where the Fatui will be and when, so she could choose the perfect time to act.
Okay, I'm really surprised. Even though I basically almost predicted it, I would be really surprised if this is actually what is happening. But it does make sense. I am so happy I pulled for Odette. I pull mostly for characters that I like the story, so I'm loving this.
Oh, yikes. I was just thinking out loud. Why is this starting to sound like such a convincing theory?
I don't know, child.
Still, what reason could Odette possibly have for trying to call off Project Stuja?
Arlecchino would be the best person to ask. She knows Odette best. Unfortunately, she isn't back yet.
Arlecchino? Why does she know Odette best?
Rosaline used to open up to her in private about her struggles with Odette. As I'm sure you can imagine, Arlecchino is quite a lot better with children than Rosaline was. She gave her some tips on how to handle the situation, and Rosaline managed to reach a settlement with Odette before leaving. So I suppose there were at least no lifelong regrets left behind.
I don't know, Odette seemed like she did have regrets about Signora.
Beyond that, I don't know the details about that side of things. But I do know that Odette definitely has a motive to hold a grudge against Project Stuja.
Interesting.
The reason being, her father passed away during the early stages of the project.
And there you go. She definitely has a motive. And she's definitely trying to help people, as we've already seen. And she might be doing more behind the scenes.
That was back before it had been named Project Stuja, when things were still being worked out. But in essence, it's remained the same ever since.
The more you know. Rosaline was always so self-centered. I never understood why she started paying so much attention to Odette.
Oh, even you didn't know about this?
Is that such a surprise? If you cast your mind back, you may remember that Rosaline and I weren't exactly close. We had tea together a few times, but that was about it.
Odette's past is no secret. Her father was a fatus and her mother was a very famous ballerina. On the surface, it looks like she followed right in her parents' footsteps. But the truth is quite a different story. After her father passed away on a mission, her mother was overcome with grief. She broke her leg during a performance and could never dance again.
My dad must have been... That would have broken their entire family in every way possible.
Odette was only interested in ballet at the time, but this tragedy left the family with both breadwinners gone. They could barely make ends meet. Per Capitano's policy, family members of Fatui who died in the line of duty had to be appropriately accommodated and provided with adequate assistance. So, regardless of how Rosaline may have felt about it, it fell to her to resolve the issue of Odette's family's livelihood. In the end, the solution they agreed upon was to have Odette join the Fatui.
So she didn't even actually actively want to join? She was made to join the Fatui.
Right, because the alternative would have been a one-off compensation payment, I guess. In that sense, joining up was definitely the better option. Still, she must have had mixed feelings about it, right? If she doesn't even like the Fatui...
It's just a theory. A possibility. But as a motive for Odette to become Lelik, it holds up. That said, I have no idea where Odette's head is at right now, or what her conflict with Rosaline was about. Plenty of people were on bad terms with Rosaline. I have no intention of trying to figure it all out.
So, Signora actually wanted to mend her relationship with Odette?
Yes, but there's not much point in discussing that now.
Yeah, back to Lelik. Since our investigations so far have turned up next to nothing, we've got nothing to lose by trying a new angle.
Oh my, that's why her mother was in that wheelchair in the trailer. I am a bit slow today, but I'm starting to connect the dots. Finally. Oh my, I should have noticed so many things.
Funnily enough, Tonya and I had actually made plans to go to the theater tomorrow to watch Odette's rehearsal. Unfortunately, thanks to this Lelik situation, I'll be stuck working overtime again. Which means you can go in my place. No point wasting the ticket. Plus, you'll get to meet Tonya.
That will be awesome. What's the rehearsal for?
Spirit Seeker. Quite the classic ballet. It was passed down through Odette's mother's family for generations, though it hasn't been performed in years.
Will we actually see her dance? I've been waiting for this for so long.
But Odette's been practicing it diligently, and it's finally ready for a return to the stage. Excitement is through the roof. Tickets for the official performance sold out long ago.
Tonya's excited for it too. She's desperate to see it no matter what. Personally, it's not really my kind of thing, but since she's my little sister, I had to figure something out.
I've actually seen it several times before. The story's pretty straightforward. The lead character follows a trail of clues left behind by a spirit, gradually recovering her memories along the way. It's a tale of love and regret. So not exactly reinventing the wheel, at least by today's standards.
That's exactly how I would imagine Sandrone would summarize the plot.
But when that classic melody kicks in and the lead character begins to dance, it always gets me. It really is beautiful.
And then again, there is the emotional part after all.
Not an easy dance to do justice to, though. I know it's always been Odette's dream to perform this piece, but I'm not sure she's really ready.
In that case, I think that even if she is Lelik, we should wait until her performance is over before we respond. I'll let you take it from here, comrade.
Okay, let's go. I can't wait. Okay, this is still the same. Let's go to... Wait, to the restaurant? Are we docking with Paimon again? We just checked on her before the meeting with the Vetcha. Interesting, I really want to talk with Celino. Oh my, I can't. I have to concentrate. Yeah, we are checking on Paimon again. Okay. How are you, Paimon? Wait. Oh, I should have talked with Sitin.
Sounds like you made a ton of progress today. It's good that everything's going so smoothly. Next step is to head back to the theater and get a clear answer from Odette.
It could be easier said than done. Even if she's the one, she won't necessarily admit it.
Either way, Paimon doesn't get the sense that she's a bad person. Sure, she might have done some pretty extreme things, but Paimon bet she has her reasons. Maybe this is going too far, but like, with everything she's managed to do so far, wouldn't it make more sense in theory to be even more, you know, heavy-handed? Why leave a letter when she could, well, we know there are plenty of other ways to keep people in line, right? The point is, she could have gone further, but she didn't.
Well, she could have, but she's still going through extreme methods to do what she wants to do.
So, if it is her, she's got some principles at least.
I want to believe in her too. I don't think that Odette is evil in any way. But I do wonder if she realizes what she's doing to begin with.
Yeah! Well, all you can do is follow the facts wherever they lead.
How are you feeling today?
No change, really. But that thing Paimon told you about yesterday? Paimon feels like she can sense it more clearly now.
Interesting. That mysterious power, right?
Hearing you talk about your day makes Paimon itch for an adventure. If only she could be there with you so we could experience it all together.
Yeah, I wish you could be there too. I'm not used to adventuring alone. But don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this.
Guess it's just one of those things. Never mind. Paimon will behave herself and keep resting.
That's the way, Paimon. I really hope she's actually getting better.
If Odette is Lelek, she may well have inside information on Project Stuja. Her father was involved with the project's early implementation and tragically died in the process. Now, she's dedicated herself to bringing it to an end. It's hard to imagine she could have gotten this far without knowing anything at all about the Tsaritsa's true intentions. When she spoke to us as a member of the Fatui, how much did she let on? And how much was she hiding? Only time will tell. Maybe tomorrow everything will be answered.
Hey look! It's snowing! Could be a tough day ahead. Make sure you wrap up warm tomorrow.
Oh my. Wait, Everwinter without mercy quest complete? Wait. Yeah, Raf's Nocturne. That's the next quest. Wait. Sitting?
Hello again. Please rest assured, we'll keep a close watch on this place.
Okay. I have talked with him. That was the first act, and now starts the second one? Okay. I did not want to do this like that. I did not want to have to start the next act right away, but I can't wait. I'm so sorry. Oh my, I wanted to finish this act and maybe go explore and do the quest here. And, you know, separate the next part of the story, the next act, in another video, but we are writing today. Let's go. Act 2. I can't wait. Okay. What happens? Raf's Nocturne, Chapter 7, Act 2. The White Curtain Falls. You're going to love this act? I bet I will. I can't wait. I can't. Snezhnograd, Snezhnaya. Go to the Korolevsky Theater. You suspect Odette of being Lelek. To be sure of the truth and obtain more intel, you go to the Korolevsky Theater to take part in a test performance. During this time, the blizzard that sweeps across Snezhnograd seems to grow ever stronger. Oh my, this is so bad in terms of me doing this into YouTube videos. I'm really sorry to... If anyone ever watches these videos and tries to find like the beginning of the Archon quest, Act 2, I'm really sorry. But I am first and foremost just a player who loves Genshin, so forgive me. Let's go. I really wanted to do this properly. I promise, but I can't stop here. You can't wait to see my reaction? I am already hyped up. Let's go. Wait, I put... Yes, focused mode, just in case. Let's go. I really like that they added that saving icon, by the way. It's one of the best changes, in my opinion. Everything seems so ominous. I thought many people would be coming to see the rehearsal.
Ooh, it sure is cold today. I wonder how much heavier the snow's gonna get. Here to see Odette? I just need to see your tickets for the preview. Perfect. Thank you. I'll hold on to your tickets. Come on in. It's freezing outside.
They've left the poor guy stand outside in this snow. Where is Tonya?
I think I'll leave the Lelek question until after the show's over. Then I'll go find Odette.
Yeah, no matter what happens, I want to see the dance. After that, it's go time. Mitya.
Child said he was originally going to come with Tonya. So I'm guessing Tonya's already here somewhere. Is there anyone here who looks like a Tonya? Let's see. It's a small audience. Makes sense for a preview. But wait, I do see some familiar faces.
Isn't this Chugunov? That was the guy that was going after Mitya all the time. Interesting.
Mr. Chuganov's back again by the looks of it. Oh, and is that Mitya? And that Fatui officer, Valeri. Guess he must be playing cat and mouse with Mitya again. Oh no, it looks like the show's starting, and I still haven't found Tonya. Never mind. I'll just have to take a seat for now and see if I can catch her afterwards.
Oh, wait. Just because I'm doing both Act 1 and 2, like, I don't want to spoil for somebody who hasn't seen the title or something. Okay, let's go. What happened? I don't understand. Why was the light flickering?
Hello, members of the audience. I'm a staff member here at the theater. Today's performance was a very special one for us, as it marks the first attempt in a long time to revive the classic Snezhnayan ballet, Spirit Seeker. To commemorate this occasion, we would love to take a group photo of the cast, crew, and audience members present today. Could I kindly ask the audience to please come up onto the stage?
This is so suspicious. I feel like they gave us so little from the dance and everything. And now they want a group photo with the audience members? And even Vodyanitsa is here. Oh my, hi Vansh. I hope you're having a lovely day. I am definitely looking forward to everything.
All right, everyone, huddle in a little more. Now, look at the camera. 1, 2, 3.
Even Alosha was there. Everyone looks so happy, and yet this is probably the most ominous picture I have ever seen in my life.
Are you quite satisfied, Mr. Energy Scientist? I rather hope you don't have any other escape plans to add to my workload today.
Is he Electro? Valeri?
What are you talking about, Sarge? This was simply my way of inviting you to watch Miss Odette's new show with me. And wasn't the performance spectacular? In the future, I heartily encourage you to take a leaf out of my book. Find some soul-nourishing pastimes to enrich your time outside of work.
It was indeed a fine performance, but I must correct you on one point. This is not time outside of work. These are working hours.
Working hours and non-working hours are just a social construct. Human technology can never advance if we're too rigid in our thinking, Sarge.
Why is everyone talking so casually when huge things are going to come down very soon?
May we leave now?
Already? I mean, I was kinda hoping to soak up the atmosphere for a little longer, but... No? Okay, guess I'm pushing my luck. Didn't seem like too much to ask, but fair enough. Off we go then, Sarge. Back to the land of working hours. Lead the way.
That has to be her. She's the only person in the audience around Tonia's age.
Wait, that is Tonia? I always imagined Tonia to be a really little girl.
Excuse me? Are you Tonia?
She does look a bit like child, even.
Huh? Your brother's busy today, so I took his ticket. Don't worry about him. He's fine.
Oh, okay. Sorry for the trouble.
What is wrong with her?
What's wrong? Are you sick?
No, I'm fine. It's nothing.
Maybe she caught a cold on the way here because of the weather?
Can she really think this, considering what happened to Paimon?
I haven't seen snow like this in a long, long time. It's most unusual.
By the way, the hairstyles are so amazing.
I know. It's completely white out there. You can barely see a thing. I've never seen such heavy snow in my life.
Let's wait it out for now. You'd be lucky not to freeze to death in this weather, let alone find your way.
Every single thing that happens one after another, it just makes me believe that this will become a murder mystery in like a few scenes. First, the picture that they're going to use to show, oh, this is the person who became the victim. And now everyone is closed in here. We literally just need a body at this point.
Well, look at that. Maybe we shouldn't be in such a rush to get back after all. What do you think?
Let's wait and see.
Why do you need to take it so seriously? Fate has given us this wonderful chance to take a break. We owe it to ourselves to make the most of it.
Come to think of it, there's a small inn not far from here that always keeps plenty of extra blankets on hand for guests. I know the route well. Shall I head over and borrow a few blankets? That way, anyone in a hurry can wrap up warm for the journey back. Just remember to return them next time you're over this way.
Sir, there's really no need to go to all that trouble.
Poor Mitya. He finally found a ray of hope and this guy wants to squander it.
Hey, it's no trouble at all. Wait here, I'll be right back.
And off he goes.
What a kind gentleman. Very good. My wife and daughter are waiting for me at home, so I shall be heading back as soon as I get my blanket.
So... are you expecting us to go back to the Armory Palace wrapped in blankets too?
Don't worry about that. I made arrangements in advance. Should I not return to the Armory Palace within 3.5 hours after Operation Showtime begins, an armed squad will be sent to collect us.
Valeri is not joking about this.
They will escort us back. You are one of our key military personnel, so any weather-related risks must be eliminated.
Operation Showtime? So, wait. Every single time you drag me back to work when I sneak out, it's a whole official operation? I gotta say, you've really turned this into quite a moral dilemma for me.
It's snowing pretty hard out there. I think you should stay here for now. You seem a little under the weather.
Sure. My brother might come pick me up in a bit anyway.
I hope so.
Time to get to work. I should head backstage and find Odette. I need to look her in the eye and ask her about Lelek.
Excuse me, are you looking for someone?
I am looking for Odette. I'm looking for Vodyanitsa or for Alosha. Let's be honest with him. Unless he's part of Odette's inner circle. Oh my. Okay, let's be honest. I'm looking for Odette.
Ah, a fan, I'm guessing? Today is just a dress rehearsal, so Miss Odette won't be meeting with fans. She's taking a well-earned rest right now. Sorry, but that area is currently off limits to everyone except the cast and crew.
He's definitely in on it.
Huh. Bad timing, I guess. Well, I might as well stick around. I doubt Odette will be leaving before the snow lets up in any case.
Oh, I wouldn't bet on that. An hour goes by, but the snowstorm shows no sign of resigning.
What happened to the gentleman who went to fetch the blankets? How has he still not returned?
Yeah, I thought this also, that it was a bit stupid of him to go out in this weather, even for a short time.
I was thinking the same thing. It's still snowing very hard. Do you think something might have happened to him?
Yes.
Whatever the reason for his delay, I must say I hate nothing more than people who make empty promises and fail to deliver.
Yugunov, he might not be alive anymore. I think that would be the least of his troubles.
Well, I have to treat my employees like that on occasion, but that's different.
And he's a hypocrite.
You seem anxious, Mr. Valeri.
It's been nearly 4 hours since I left the armory. The army should have arrived to extract us by now.
This storm is definitely not normal. Aside from the fact that Odette is actually with a cryovision, and I don't think this storm would affect her so much. There was also this thing that when we arrived in Snezhnaya, the traveler was pushed by the storm on purpose, without Paimon.
They know how much I despise tardiness and disrupted plans. There's simply no reason that they shouldn't have shown up by now, barring exceptional circumstances.
Surely a snowstorm like this one counts as such.
Few things in this world can stop the Snezhnayan army, Mr. Mitya. And a snowstorm is certainly not one of them.
Why don't you go out and take a look? They might be right outside, waiting for your orders before they dare come in.
An absurd hypothesis. I have no intention of leaving your side for even a moment until I have escorted you back to the Armory Palace.
This doesn't look like an ordinary snowstorm to me. That guy who left earlier. It looked like he just vanished into thin air. Either that, or my eyes were playing tricks on me.
Do you think we've entered some kind of... samsara or something? A bubble?
A man-eating snowstorm? Come on. Night hasn't even fallen yet. Spare us the ghost stories.
I don't know, it feels like we're in a murder story. Or a ghost story.
Traveler, didn't know you were coming today. How come you didn't say anything?
I'm here to see Odette. Actually, I'm not sure how I should say this.
What is it? Something the matter? Tell me, I can help.
I don't think that either Alosha or Vodyanitsa know anything about Odette.
Whoa, that's quite a snowstorm out there. I've been working backstage this whole time, so I didn't even notice. No wonder the audience hasn't left yet.
Huh. Is weather like this rare even in Snezhnaya?
Yeah, snow like this. I'm sure I've seen it out in the wild before, but never in the city. Actually, I take that back. I don't think I've seen snow this bad even in the wild. This is something else. It's not normal.
If even Alosha thinks snow like this isn't normal, could it have anything to do with that monster people have been talking about?
We can't stay cooped up here forever. Someone needs to go out and take a look.
Should I go with you?
No need. I have plenty of experience with snowstorms. Besides, I work here while you're an audience member. I should be the one to do it.
Yeah, but I'm the traveler.
Everyone by the door. Careful not to let the snow soak into your shoes. In a snowstorm, you gotta look after your toes above all else.
Heading out, my man? Be careful. I've been told the snowstorm eats people alive.
This guy is not taking things seriously.
Thanks for the advice. I am planning to be careful. I just want to take a quick look at the situation out there.
Wait, he did really go out alone? Oh, he's back.
He's back! He's back! How was it? What's going on out there?
Did you see any soldiers patrolling the area?
Something about this storm isn't right. There's no one out there. I didn't see a single soul. And something in the air gives me the creeps. This isn't your average snowstorm. I suspect it might be related to recent events in our nation. I strongly advise everyone to stay here until the snow dies down.
Are you serious? So all of us are trapped here now? That sounds a little far-fetched to me.
You want to go outside and see? I, for one, am not risking my neck in that weather.
This just turned from a minor delay into a major hassle.
We can only hope that our friend who went to fetch the blankets just ditched us and went home.
Is it really that bad? But my daughter, I won't be able to read her a bedtime story tonight.
Interesting. Chukunov was not a good person the way he was described before. At all, and he has shown it himself as well. However, do you think Odette used his daughter to coerce him to vote against Project Stuja?
Huh? What are you all still doing here?
There she is.
Whoa! It's snowing hard!
The cast and crew from backstage are quickly brought up.
So now we're stuck here? Oh, this is terrible. Luckily, it was just a dress rehearsal today, so there aren't too many people here.
Up to date on the situation.
On the bright side, the theater's always well stocked with supplies. If the snow still doesn't let up as we get into the evening, you can spend the night here, everyone. At least, I assume that's all right? Odette?
Fine by me.
This seems like a sensible backup plan under the circumstances. My thanks to the theater for being so accommodating.
What are you staring outside and praying for, my man? You anxious to get home too?
Oh, your majesty the Tsaritsa, I beg you, please do not let tonight's snowstorm stop.
What does he want?
This is a golden opportunity to spend the night under the same roof as the two top stars in all of Snezhnaya. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Oh my, if looks can kill.
I think I've changed my mind.
Yeah.
Sir, if you so much as look at us funny, you'll be seeing stars in a whole other way. Behave yourself, or you'll be begging for that blizzard.
Yeah.
It's getting colder. We need to keep the indoor temperature up. Close the door and lock it tight. Let's head somewhere warmer.
Raph's Nocturne, let's go. I'm telling you, this picture is so suspicious. Spirit Seeker Review Commemorative Photo, a quest item. The Korolevsky troupe held the first public trial performance of the ballet Spirit Seeker, capturing this commemorative photograph with all attending cast, crew, and audience members. This is literally the kind of picture you see in those shows where they show you, okay, the victim was this person. What do you mean I can click on people? Wait. I need a note. What's going on? Let's start from here then. Foolish. Since when do they do that? Okay, details. A staff member of the Korolevsky Theater, exceptionally diligent and reliable, he rarely makes mistakes. Regular theater-goers know him well, as he has long been responsible for checking tickets at the entrance. He also seems to be a fan of Odette. I think he's connected to her. Alosha. Alosha, a hunter from Alatir and a member of the Rokot. He often takes part-time jobs at the Korolevsky Theater to make ends meet. He may well have been the first friend you made after arriving in Snezhnaya. No details on this person yet. Are they going to add more as we play? Chugunov, owner of the Iskra manufacturing plant and a member of the Snezhnograd Vecha. He carefully maintains the image of a devoted family man and deeply loves his wife and daughter. The factory he operates is known for excessive energy waste. Tonya, the younger sister of Tartaglia. He talks about her so often that this is the first time you've actually met her in person. Though in poor health and prone to coughing, she's excited about spending the night away from home. The Traveler. Me, the fourth descender, a traveler from beyond the stars. I love this so much. Odette, the principal ballerina of the Korolevsky troupe, also a member of the Fatui, and a candidate to become the next Harbinger, the Fair Lady. She is additionally suspected of having another identity, Lelek, who operates from the shadows. Valery, head of the Special Assignments Battalion, Armory Palace Royal Grenadier Guards, 1st Regiment. As a soldier, he places great importance on planning and timing. He is currently assigned to protect Mitya, an important figure within the military. Vodyanitsa, the prima donna of the Korolevsky troupe, a mysterious Russalka whose extraordinary singing has captivated countless audiences. A member of the Rokot, she cares deeply about the welfare of ordinary people. Russalka is exactly how we say mermaid. I think it's in Russian as well, but in Bulgarian for sure. Mitya, an expert with the Energy Commission and a prominent figure in the military. He has an exceptional command of all manner of energy-related technologies. Though he can be rather talkative at times, his scarf more than makes up for it. No details on this person yet. And no details on this person yet. And last, Rampana, a staff member at the Korolevsky Theater. Drawn there by dreams of a celebrity lifestyle, she now handles duties such as announcing performances and hosting events. She can occasionally get a little too fixated on things. I love this, but it makes it even more look like a murder mystery photo. See what's going on. Okay, let's see what's going on then. Very, very interesting. Snezhnaya is definitely not what I expected. And there are so many things happening at the same time. It's very interesting how they've connected all of this together. Okay, who do we talk with first? Oh, these guys.
And then there's the aristocrats. Easiest of all to deal with. You don't need to use any force whatsoever. All you have to do is show them the rope you plan to tie them up with. Do you know why?
What are they talking about?
I don't. Do tell.
Because nothing horrifies them more than the thought of a cheap, coarse rope leaving creases on their precious million more coat. They'll do whatever you ask to avoid that fate.
Do they?
Unexpected, but funny nonetheless. Tell me another one.
Oh, look at that. I got myself a new listener. Hey there. Let me introduce myself. The name's Shram, and I'm a mercenary. The kind that gets paid to do odd jobs for rich folks.
And I am Chuganov, an entrepreneur. If my name is unfamiliar to you, you will no doubt have heard of my factory, the renowned Iskra manufacturing plant.
We have heard of this. I am the traveler. Enjoy your conversation.
Are you really that famous, Mr. Chuganov? How come I've never heard your name before?
Excuse me? Is that a joke? Or are you being serious?
Oh, I'll have to ask my rope later. He's probably tied up more entrepreneurs than I've ever heard of.
Chugunov seems more and more strange to me. Wait, there is something below? There's nothing here. Like, if this was a murder mystery, this is where the body would have been. Okay. Unless it was right in the middle of the stage. Okay, let's talk with Tonya first.
How are you feeling, Tonya?
Oh, welcome back, Daniel.
I'm fine. Sorry to worry you. I'm used to it by this point. I take medicine for it. My brother usually helps to get it ready for me.
Child must take great care of his sister. He's never mentioned Tonya's illness, though.
I definitely will, Daniel. I'm already very, very interested in everything. However, I want to know what's wrong with Tonya. Illnesses in Genshin are never something unrelated to the story. There is something going on there.
You know, I actually find this whole thing kind of exciting. Stuck in a strange place thanks to a snowstorm, having to spend the night with a bunch of interesting characters. It's pretty cool, don't you think?
You're right. It's certainly a novel experience. I'm sure most kids share that wish.
Exactly. It's like one of those stories where an ordinary school trip turns into a magical adventure. I've always wanted something like that to happen in real life. I'm fine, really. Just got a little overexcited.
Whatever happens, we need to protect Tonya, for sure.
Look after yourself. Otherwise, your brother will come after me.
Oh, I actually didn't check. Do they say anything else?
Excuse me?
Oh no, that's the same. Okay, never mind. Let's talk with these two.
My husband has major trust issues. To him, I doubt even this snowstorm is a good enough excuse for me to stay out all night.
That's the price of marrying into wealth. You'll get used to it. I'm not about to stop you if you want to leave, but don't drag me along.
Poor woman.
Hello? Can I help you?
Oh no, they did not like me listening to their conversation.
My husband has...
That's the price of marrying... Hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did not hear anything. If you need help, miss... I don't remember your name. Just say the word.
This is highly irregular. A delay of over an hour during an operation like this theoretically warrants a Harbinger-level response. I wonder what the issue is. The storm, or something else.
Wait, Valerie thinks that if something is delayed by an hour, you already need to call the Harbingers?
Sarge, the day you learn to let go and just enjoy moments like this is the day you'll finally understand the meaning of life. Why, hello, ma'am. I believe you were the one sitting at a nearby table back at Podvorye restaurant.
Ooh, I forgot about all of this. I mean, I literally talked about it in the beginning of today's stream, but then so many things happened. But yeah, we listened to him. He knew everything about the Vodyanica. He knew about me and Alosha, and he paid for us because he wanted us to know that he knows. And now this is awkward.
Any friend of the theater's star performers is a friend of mine. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mitya from the Energy Commission.
And the fact that he's so nonchalant about all of this, it's amazing. Oh, you're pulling. Oh, yes, Sylvia, I saw on Discord that you were talking about him. He looks like a very interesting character. He looks a bit like a 4-star to me. So, and 4-stars, you can get them very easily, but it could also be extremely difficult to get them. And, oh my, we'll see, we'll see. I hope you get him.
Greetings. Major Valeri, head of the Special Assignments Battalion. Armory Palace Royal Grenadier Guards, 1st Regiment.
So I've read.
I am here to ensure Mr. Mitia's personal safety. Please let me know if I can be of any assistance.
I'm the Traveler. Delighted to meet you both.
Miss Traveler, I cannot help but notice that Miss Odette is stealing glances at me. Any idea what that could be about?
Don't know, Mitya. He has those. They should be connected with alchemy, which is very, very suspicious considering that supposedly alchemy is forbidden in Snezhnaya. Do you think that they're using alchemy for that new energy source? They forbade alchemy for the common folk so they can be the only ones to use it? There's so many suspicious things here.
I've racked my brains, but I can't think of anything I might have done to offend her. Perhaps she noticed me spacing out during her performance?
No idea. Keep racking those brains, you'll figure it out. Oh my, that's so rude to say.
So, Mr. Mitya, is your work related to Project Stuja?
She went straight for it.
Yes, that's right. The higher-ups in the Fatui transferred me from the Energy Commission to the Armory Palace because they wanted me to...
To have a scarf that stops you from saying anything?
Really? I can't even talk about that? Pretty sure it counts as part of my private life. All right, I won't say anything. Sorry, Traveler. As you can see, I'm afraid this pleasant chat will have to end here.
Oh my, she was so straightforward, my heart almost stopped. Okay, let's talk with them.
I don't think it's ever been this lively backstage before. I didn't know you were coming today.
Yeah, we can't even tell them why we're here, right? Oh my, hi Jatin, I hope you're having a lovely day. Snezhnaya is amazing. I've been enjoying the story so much.
Hey, have you seen Chuganov? I heard he was coming today. Have you spoken to him at all?
I did. Why am I saying not really? I just did.
I'm with you. This could be just the chance we need.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to coax some more intel out of him. I want to know why he suddenly changed his stance on Project Stuja. What exactly happened before the most recent Vetcha vote?
For the Rokad, or just out of personal interest?
Shh! There are other people around. Don't say the R word.
Yeah, they're really not careful enough. Literally, they have the Fatui on one side and, well, also the Fatui on the other side as far as they know, but, Odette, that's the real question. Let's go. I really think that this guy, at the very least, is working with her in some way.
I have to say, even though today was a rehearsal and there were some hiccups along the way, Miss Odette's performance was one of the best I've ever seen, even compared to an actual show.
Oh, I couldn't agree more, especially considering the weight of the subject matter. It takes a truly seasoned professional to do justice to a theme like love and regret.
And yet she knows all about it, doesn't she?
Do you think we were coming on too strong? Odette's ignoring us again.
What about you? What did you think of today's performance?
Oh, actually, I wasn't paying much attention, no. I think you could be more expressive. Consider me a new fan, Odette. The other Look, this could be taken as a proper criticism, but this is extremely rude, so consider me a new fan, Odette. I actually want to see her dance even more.
Oh my, that's very flattering of you. Thank you. I'll make sure to save a ticket for you when the show's performance ready.
This doesn't seem like the time or place to bring up the subject of Lelek. I need a chance to speak with her in private.
So unfair. Talk about double standards.
Poor guy.
And now it looks like I've been spotted. You know Mitya too?
No, I don't. I just have a feeling that he might be dangerous.
He definitely has this aura around him. He's way too sharp. There is something about him. There is definitely something about him that is really, really suspicious. Wait, I've talked with everybody, haven't I? Time flies by as people make light-hearted...
How's it looking, Alosha?
Conversation, they stopped me.
No change from this afternoon. Heavy snow with no sign of slowing down.
May I have your attention, please? The storm is unlikely to stop tonight, and it'll be even more dangerous outside at night than it was during the day. We at the theater owe everyone here a duty of care. Therefore, we strongly suggest that you stay on site overnight and avoid going outside unless absolutely necessary.
He's definitely a character to look out for, Sylvie. I agree completely. I really want to see what they'll do with him.
In a few short moments, we'll give you a tour of the theater's various quarters. You can choose to sleep in the VIP room, the office, or backstage. Or on the stage if you'd prefer. We won't mind.
I'll pass on sleeping on the stage. What if the snow is stopped by tomorrow morning? The early birds in the audience might think we're part of some experimental new show.
Oh my.
A drama about sleeping? That could be fun. Maybe we could come up with a title for the production.
Sleeping Beauty? The slumbering heavenly principles. I want to see what he will say.
What? Gotta admit, I didn't get that one.
Oh.
Anyone who doesn't wish to sleep on the stage, please follow me. I'll show you to the rooms.
Okay. It is a very beautiful stage. But I bet it would be very cold. Yeah.
I guess I'll call it a night. Though, I feel like I won't sleep very well without Paimon here.
I wonder what Paimon thinks about all of this. We were supposed to return quite a while ago. And also, wouldn't this storm make her worse?
I'm sure she'll be worried that I haven't made it back yet. But as long as she looks out the window, she'll probably realize what's holding me up. I wonder if she's feeling any better yet? At least she hasn't been getting any worse. Still, I should try and get back first thing tomorrow morning.
Let's see. What's going on?
Ah, finally. Welcome back to the world of the living, lazy bones. I was about to wake you. The black mist is almost on us.
What? What black mist? Where are we? Why are you here? Is this a dream?
Still waking up, huh? You know, the black mist. It's been chasing us from below ever since we were born. You're just dozy. There's no way you've forgotten.
What? Did I miss something?
Come on, let's keep heading up. Onwards and upwards is the only way to survive. Don't listen to a word those black mist cultists say.
Here we go again. The endless march towards survival.
What's going on? That black mist down there is creeping me out. And it's rising. Guess I should head upwards and get away from it.
What?
The black mist cultists believe that being swallowed by the black mist leads to everlasting peace. But if you ask me, they're just lying to themselves. We're the only heretics left, the only ones who refuse to give in. We have to keep going.
But how do you actually know that they're wrong?
Dangerous question there, Torgov. The moment your faith wavers, you start a chain reaction that ends in the collapse of your will. Put the question out of your mind. Stay strong and believe that the black mist means certain death.
Okay.
Oh wait, it is
but
going
it's not
up.
my mind that's the problem. My body's about to give up on me. It's already starting to falter.
Why did I jump? I just always want to see what would happen if I jump. Why are the paintings disappearing?
I can't do this anymore. I've had enough of being forever on the run. What's the point of it all?
All this will pass eventually, I promise. Keep fighting. It will be worth it.
You accuse the Black Mist cultists of being liars. But you're lying too. There is no end to this path. It keeps going up forever. There was never any hope to begin with.
The cult of the Black Mist has poisoned your mind, Sobolova. Are you thinking of giving up as well?
I am. I think I'll take my chances with the Black Mist over this perpetual torture.
As much as I detest the Black Mist cultists, I'm just too weary.
Where are those cultists?
Then I bid you both farewell. Let me put my personal opinions aside for a moment and say, I hope that you both find peace within the Black Mist.
So we're just gonna give up on them?
Fate always appears so impossibly complicated. But at moments like this, its raw simplicity is laid bare. Their fate was sealed from the instant they entertained doubt. From then on, the outcome was both inevitable and irreversible. Let's go.
Why is everything upside down, actually?
Torgov and Sobolova are gone. I never thought the day would come when even they would be swallowed by the Black Mist. It's just you and me now.
Is it just me? Or has the Black Mist stopped moving?
Yes, it looks like it's satisfied. For now. This happens from time to time. But it won't be long before the Black Mist starts chasing survivors once again. No one knows how to stop its advance for good. Well, we should make the most of the precious moments of rest that those two bought for us. Huh? Are you really that sleepy, traveler?
Was this a dream?
Help! Somebody, come quick!
I told you. The moment I saw that picture, I knew that things were going down. What's going on?
What is it, Chuganov? What's wrong?
Is it morning already? What's all the commotion?
It was just a dream?
Sounds like it's coming from next door. I should check and see what's going on.
Everything seems so normal now. Like that whole thing with the Black Mist never happened. Wait. Is there any new information here? Yeah. Soboleva, a wealthy businesswoman who began her career selling fashionable, cold-weather clothing. Later, she married into a prominent family to expand her business. Nowadays, however, it seems that her business has instead been absorbed by that family. And Torgov, a wealthy businessman who made his fortune in the energy industry. With support from the Northland Bank, his business grew larger and larger. At some point, however, it began to feel as though the Northland Bank had become the one truly calling the shots. I think those were the only two I was missing. Wait, I don't think I read about Shram, an independent mercenary unaffiliated with any mercenary organization. Flexible in the jobs he takes, he often works for Snezhnayan nobles. outgoing and humorous. He has an endless supply of mercenary jokes. Lelek's confession at the Korolevsky Theater, Snezhnaya. Check on the situation in the rooms next door. The blizzard has forced you to stay the night in Korolevsky Theater. But as you all awaken, a complication emerges. I was telling you about the body from the very beginning. Who is it?
Don't look, Miss Tonya. Stay here.
Okay.
What happened to them?
Is it Soboleva and Torokov because of what happened in the dream? It's exactly them. Two people are lying down in the room, completely still, as if they're still asleep. I told you. The moment I saw that picture for the first time, I told you, this is the picture they used to show you. This is the person we found. Whose body we found. But your gut tells you that they are not sleeping. Somehow, you can sense it in your bones. This is what a death looks like.
These two people have passed away. And the strange thing is that somehow I knew this was going to happen. I knew that they would be the ones to die. Have I seen this moment before? Or did I have some kind of premonition? I can't remember what it was.
Let me take a look. No vital signs in either of them. They're dead.
But why?
The cause of death, however, remains unclear. No wounds on the bodies, no signs of a struggle, and no skin discoloration caused by the buildup of toxins.
But just last night, they were chatting and joking away. This is so sudden.
Could they have had pre-existing medical conditions? Even then, the odds of them both dying of sudden complications on the same night are extremely low.
It's hard to believe that they died of natural causes, nor does this appear to be a suicide.
Are you suggesting they were murdered?
Who was the first to discover the bodies?
It was me. But these deaths have nothing to do with me, officer. I got up early because I wanted to see if the snow had stopped.
I don't think Odette would do this. We were talking about her, if she is Lelek, that her methods are a bit extreme, but she had never hurt anybody as far as I understood. I don't think it was her. That mist in the dream, and Mitya being there, it's all way too suspicious.
Then I noticed that the door to this room was open, and it looked like there was a man and woman inside. I just went over to see what was going on. I had no idea they were...
I can corroborate this. I was doing my morning exercises near the stage. When I saw Mr. Chukhanov heading this way, I followed him. I can also confirm that I didn't see a single person approach that room before him.
The snowstorm was raging all night, and it's still going now. There's no way someone could have come in from outside, correct?
You mean an intruder? No, not possible. I slept by the door last night as a precaution. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed if anyone had tried to open it.
Everyone, split into pairs and search the theater for anyone in hiding, or any signs of suspicious activity. I'll follow up with a full search of my own shortly. Go. There is no time to waste.
Why wouldn't he think it's one of them? You pair up with Tonya. After a thorough search, you're satisfied that no one else from outside the group is in the theater, and everything is exactly as it was left last night.
Nothing on your end either? Backstage is clear. No signs of suspicious activity.
We checked the basement. also clear. I don't think there's anywhere here that a living person could hide.
Didn't find anything either.
Are we certain that the theater doesn't have a back door? Or any tunnel or passageway wide enough for a person to fit through?
No, there's nothing like that. If people were sneaking in through some secret tunnel to avoid buying a ticket, we'd have sealed it off ages ago. I also checked the windows. All of them are locked from the inside, and there's no sign of anyone entering or leaving.
It sounds like we can safely rule out the intruder theory. If anyone came in during the night in this weather, there'd be no way for them to avoid leaving footprints or water stains.
This can only mean one thing. It's like one of those murder mysteries you see in novels and plays, isn't it? The ones where the killer is one of us.
That is the only option. How did we get here? I mean, I told you the moment I saw that picture, but everything that they're doing with Snezhnaya, it's not what I expected.
We can't quite jump to that conclusion just yet.
Could he be right? It's hard to imagine something like that happening in real life.
But what else could it be?
Set in a theater during a snowstorm, a murder takes place and the killer is among us. It's such a classic trope that it seems unbelievable.
When we entered in the Korolevsky Theater now for the Archon quest, and the storm was already starting, it did feel like we were crossing some kind of boundary. As if we were entering some kind of bubble or samsara or something. What if we've entered into the script of somebody? And it affects our dreams? In some way? Or maybe the storm itself can create these illusions? But then how would it do that to those two people?
Looking at who the killer targeted and the clean entry and exit? It all adds up. I know what this is. It's obvious now that I think about it.
What is? What have you figured out?
Both victims were wealthy, well-known local merchants. And the door was deliberately left open so I would discover the bodies and witness the crime scene first thing in the morning. Such ruthless methods. This was your doing, wasn't it, Lelik?
What? He thinks that Lelik could do this? Lelik is supposedly just giving letters and coercing people in that way, right?
Lelik?
You mean Lelik is among us? And he's the killer?
I don't think Odette would do this.
Lelik. I know this code name. Member of the Rokot, anti-Project Stuja. Always works alone. I've read the case files at the Armory Palace. Walk me through your reasoning, Mr. Chuganov. What do you know about Lelik?
What now, huh? What now, Lelik? What more do you want from me? I already voted against Project Stuja at the Snezhnograd Vecha. You snuck into my house the other day while I was asleep. Left a threatening letter. And I did all that you asked. But Project Stuja cannot be so easily shaken. Not with the rooster in charge.
So he really was threatened by Lelik. That makes sense.
And now you're resorting to murder to threaten me. Isn't that right? I knew it. The Rokot despises the rich. The lives of the wealthy are but refuse in your eyes. Show yourself! Which one of you is Lelik, Tell me! I'll do whatever you want! Just stop playing these mind games!
Please no spoilers. Please no spoilers.
Was this really Lelik's doing? Would Odette really do something like this?
I don't believe this.
If Odette really is Lelik, this seems out of character. But then again, how well do I really know her? I'm probably the only one here with a compelling theory about Lelik's true identity. But if I reveal it now, I'll be putting Odette in the line of fire. What should I do?
I don't think it's likely that Lelik killed anyone. At least from the stories I've heard. He's never killed anyone before, and his name has never come up in connection with any murder cases.
I'm sorry, I need just like 30 seconds and I'll return. Okay, everything is fine.
Besides, even if Lelek did want to threaten you, why resort to such an extreme and roundabout method? It's not his style at all.
Vodianitsa doesn't know that Lelek might be Odette, but her assessment is pretty much identical to mine.
Yeah, I honestly don't believe that this could be Odette. Even if she is Lelek, this would not be her.
Miss Vodianitsa, why do you suddenly feel the need to speak in Lelek's defense?
Defense? Oh, no, it's just... I'm worried that we're jumping to conclusions here, so I wanted to share my point of view. Also, I don't think the Rokot is as bad as you're making it out to be.
Well, if you think I'm so wrong, what's your theory then, Why don't you tell us who the killer is?
The case is still evolving, Mr. Chuganov. Please do not prevent others from expressing their opinions so early on in the discussion.
Even so, there's no denying that the recent threat received by Mr. Chuganov may well be an important clue.
So there's still a good chance that Lelek is right here among us. I can't do this anymore. I don't care if it's still snowing outside. I have to get out of here.
Whoa, take a beat. We all know it's far too dangerous out there. Even the soldiers can get to us. Go out that door, and you might not live to tell the tale. And whoever this Lelek is, they're surely not going to murder anyone in broad daylight. Be sensible, my man. You're safer inside.
Yeah, we actually have absolutely no idea what the storm could do to you. That guy that left before for the blankets, he never returned. And we have no idea what happened to him.
As much as I regret having to say this, I'd like everyone to cooperate and refrain from exiting the premises until further notice. Because as things stand, every one of us is now a suspect. Unless anyone has further information to share, let's adjourn for now. Feel free to keep searching for clues, but make sure you don't go off alone.
Okay. Was progress saved? Oh my. Okay. I know that things just became super interesting, and I promise I will start from right here tomorrow. But I have to stop here for today. I'm so sorry. It's already so late. And I am starting from this very point tomorrow. I promise. So I'm really, really sorry. But thank you everyone so much for watching today. I really have to go. And I hope to see you another day. Bye-bye for now. Oh my, I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Bye.